that. But let me get conservative Chris. Hop on, sir.
How you doing, Terry? You all right?
I'm good, conservative Chris. Now, Chris, where you from, man?
Originally from Detroit. I was born in Detroit.
Okay, because haven't you called in before?
Yeah, I called in before.
Okay, yeah, I kind of remember you. Were you on Jesse Lee Peterson's joint before?
Yeah, I was on there as well.
Oh, okay. Well, so what's on your mind? Well, now you were conservative. Were you the? I'm trying to remember. Were you the adopted dude, or you like from a mixed family? Something. It was something. I'm trying to remember.
No, both of my parents are black, and I'm not adopted.
Okay, because there was somebody from Detroit who was adopted. But go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to mention thing about our culture. I think that we're in a point where we need to move past some of the culture pride that we have, because a lot of our culture is detrimental to us. Even our soul food comes from us eating the scraps, and a lot of that isn't really healthy. Our music is detrimental to what we produce for us to hear. Our culture of athletics, entertainment, even basketball, of playing basketball as a black male, that's part of our culture, but we don't own that game either. None of the things that we take as culture is anything that is beneficial for us as a people, and we don't own it. So I think that we need to move forward and not have so much unsubstantiated pride on that culture thing. So we have room for growth.
Right. So what do you think we should be doing as far as growing?
I think we should be a lot more quiet. And one thing that I do believe that we should be doing is we need to be more of a parent role to what you would consider the tethers. We need to be more of a righteous example. It's difficult for us to say that we've gone through a lot of affliction and that righteousness needs to be bestowed on us or some type of recompense. But at the same time, if another person says, well, look, I've gone through the same situation, and no, we didn't go through the same slavery you did, but that enemy that you had was in our country and wrecking our government and having us fight each other and allowing the evil people to, influence, do more things than they're supposed to. So I just think that we should be more compassionate to what you would consider the tethers.
Well, that sounds like your family comes from an immigrant background. Where's your family from?
My family is from America, and my father was in the war and a veteran, and yeah, we're Americans. It's not that,
Brother,
Tariq.
brother. Where is your family from?
Okay, I've answered your question. America, the generation is America, right? And I don't understand why compassion makes you feel I have ulterior motives. Now, me personally, I would say that
Brother,
we should think of our.
you don't sound like you come from a foundational Black American lineage, brother. I'm going to keep it a buck. You don't sound like you come from the lineage. Do you understand that?
Are you responding with that because you don't have anything to say to what I'm saying?
No,
You don't get my point.
no, I want to have a good faith conversation. And if you say something that sounds weird and it's not adding up, I want to get the calculator and do the math. See, I like 2 + 2 = 4. What you're saying ain't adding up. A person who comes from a foundational Black American lineage wouldn't say what you're saying, sir.
Yeah, so are you saying that foundational Black Americans aren't compassionate people for others that are victims to oppression?
We're very compassionate. We've helped every damn body.
Okay, so I'm on the same narrative. I'm continuing that same thing. So why do I differ?
So your family on both sides are descendants of slaves from Southern America.
Yes, actually, I know the history of my people. My actually, how I got my last name is that my great great grandfather, what have you, ran from slavery, right? So I come from a descendant of a slave that thought for himself and didn't have to stay in the pack, right? And thought of outside way in order to be free, right? And it can understand that there's also amongst your people a trap that keeps you enslaved as well. So yeah, I come from a runaway slave, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who, yeah, who impregnated a white woman and who eventually had to leave, and we took on that white family's last name. So I don't even have a slave master's last name.
Oh, so you have a runaway slave's last name.
You have a runaway slave who impregnated a white Canadian, and that's where that bloodline comes from my people. So that's where my light skin comes from.
Right. So yeah, you on part of your family is Canadian.
Yeah, and
French Canadian.
yeah, French Canadian. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. 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 Are you still correspond with the French Canadian side of the family?
No, I don't have that luxury, Tariq, and unfortunately, I don't have that ability because the family comes from. What is your point? Why are you straying from that? Why are you
No,
straying from the point that we have to be
no,
better moral people than what we accuse our enemies of?
no,
How
no.
do
We're
we look? How
no,
do we look fighting for scraps and pushing our brothers away and saying, "Hey, the bigger part of the scrap is ours. You don't deserve that part." I can imagine that when they brought over new people to the plantation from the other countries.
yeah, let's bring it back because now you're kind of filibustering. Let's bring it back because I'm trying to understand who I'm speaking with. I'm trying to understand who I'm speaking with because it sounds like you're one of these people who are like, we don't need reparations. Are you one of those guys?
I believe that no, I don't believe that we need reparations to survive. We've never had it, so obviously we don't need it. But yeah, it would be helpful. I'm not against it.
Oh, okay. You're not against the reparations.
No, but we don't need it. I think that when we say we need it, we put ourselves at a handicap immediately.
Brother, this is plebiscite babble.
No, it's man talk.
That's not
When you're a man, you don't need anything.
yeah, when you're a man, you do need things and you need to not be subjugated and you don't need people kicking away your resources and going out of their way to deliberately sabotage your progress. You need to, as a man, acknowledge when somebody's doing that and then do something about it. And the first step is acknowledging it. A man doesn't sit there and make excuses for somebody harming them and act like they're not doing it. That's like a battered wife. And what you're doing, sir, is battered wife talk. You see, I'm talking about what we need to do under the system of white supremacy to stop these white supremacists from sabotaging us. I'm talking about these people who are in power. I'm not going to do all of the plebiscite babble and all of that, man. A man don't need nothing. Eyes can do. No, 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 no. That's battered wife talk. Do you think that we have a problem with systematic white supremacy, sir?
I would like to respond to what you just said, but first, but I don't believe that Black Wall Street was built on the basis of we needed reparations. I believe that those people thought we don't need anything from them. I think Black Wall Street was built like that, and a lot of the other places that the enemy tore down was built from men who thought just like me,
And
because they didn't have
sir,
anything.
And sir, the descendants of Black Wall Street, some of them are alive right now, and they were in court this week trying to get reparations, and a white supremacist suspect judge denied them. So they did say we did need reparations, sir, just this week.
I'm talking. We're in a different day and age. We're in a softer time where we try to convince our enemy to see our side.
But you just
But back, but
sir,
no, I didn't contradict myself. I said the people.
that the people of Tulsa don't feel like they need reparations, and the people in Tulsa was just in court trying to get reparations, sir. Go ahead, sir.
I'm talking about the people who initially set up Black Wall Street. Those people weren't in court, and at the time of them setting them up, they weren't saying, "Hey, we should go demand reparations from the white man so we can set up Black Wall Street." They didn't think like that. I'm
Sir,
just offering.
sir, you don't know. Okay, you're talking to somebody who does this thing about history. Sir, they got the initial land out there. That was Indian territory that a lot of the black Seminoles were sent to. And they fought the government and got that land and got allocated. Many of the people who went to Oklahoma were from the black Seminole tribe from Florida. They fought down there in Florida. They got that land out there in the Indian territory. And these were some riders, and these were the same people who ended up building the Black Wall Street. Okay? Let's put everything in the right context. And they were sabotaged by the white supremacists. These people waged war on these brothers and sisters. So the point remains, we are in a system of warfare against these people. So it's best to just acknowledge what these people are doing and acknowledge that we need to get some kind of compensation. Now, we're not going to sit on our hands and do nothing, but we're not going to let them off the hook. Now, doesn't that make sense, sir?
Yeah, that makes sense. But I also want you to understand that I'm saying that the people that started Black Wall Street didn't think that they needed reparations for all Black people in order to get something done. That point, I just don't want you to go over that and make it seem like I wasn't expressing that. So yeah,
Right.
I get your point.
They weren't thinking about reparations on a daily basis because, look, they understood they were in the height of Jim Crow. And look, we are phenomenal as foundational Black Americans. We're not going to sit around, even though they owe us, we're not going to sit around and do nothing. Yeah, I want my reparations, but I'm going to still go out here and run businesses. I'm not going to sit around and just twiddle my thumbs until the check comes. I'm going to still thrive and do what I do. And I don't give a damn if I make a multi-billion-dollar business. I want my check when the checks come out. I want the check signed to me and sent to me. So if I have $1 billion, I want $1,002,002. So yeah, I'm not letting them off the hook, and we're not sitting around waiting until they give the check and not do nothing. So I want you to get that point, that we're not sitting around waiting on it like it's a welfare check, because that's kind of how you're trying to frame it, sir.
No, I'm not trying to frame it like that. Didn't want it to be framed as if I didn't see the importance in it.
Right.
But even though, one quick question, if you can have the love for your ancestors that you've never met and say, hey, I would like to collect money on their behalf because that's a part of your family. Why would you block people that are not from America, that are part of your family as well, that are saying, hey, we are oppressed and we also would need some help? Why would you insult them or ridicule them or not make them feel welcome? If you would collect money from an ancestor you never even met on their behalf.
Because they're not opening the doors for me to come over there and eat. How come they're not open? If we're family, well, how come family didn't invite us back over to some of these countries in the diaspora and say, hey, come on home without no red tape? If we go over there to live, we got to bring a damn bag. We got to literally send our bank account information to them to show them how much money we have if we want to live anywhere in Africa. Don't let people fool y'all with that right of return and year return. You can come back. You can come back if you got a damn bag. So what family is that? They want money from us if we go over there. So they're not opening the doors like we're family over there, but I'm supposed to drop everything and share our little resources with people who want to come over after the fact instead of fighting in their own homeland. Just because I want you to go fight in your homeland, that don't mean I hate you, but I'm not obligated to share what resources I have with them. What makes you think we're obligated to do that?
Yeah, I don't believe that we're obligated to do that. And you're a very intelligent person and entertaining. But at the same time, it's that maybe you're missing the fact that we're a divine people, that we are supposed to have a higher righteousness or morality than the average person. And the
Then why don't
people
they have it
aren't
over
supposed.
there? Then why don't they have all this divine righteousness plebiscite juice flowing over in their homelands? Why are they knocking each other upside the damn head and their economies are in the trash and they're not doing anything to fix it, but then they want to come over here and we're supposed to be divine plebiscite beings? Why do we have to be that?
That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Some
No,
people were the
no,
slave masters. We were the people
that,
that the prophecy
that's not.
spoke of.
No, oh no. What
Yeah.
prophecy? No, there ain't no prophecy tell me I got to be the damn do boy for all of these other groups to come eat off of. What prophecy is that?
Why do you feel that taking a higher moral road and not ridiculing and insulting people makes you a do boy? Why do you feel so
Because
negative
I've
about
been
that?
doing We've been taking the high moral road, helping all of these people, and they come over here and we're all types of akatas and jareers and beads, and they got every derogatory name they can find for us. And we've said enough is enough. We ain't gonna be that damn moral. We're gonna be practical at this point, and it's practical for us to make sure the people in our lineage is straight. That's why.
And I understand, and from a very juvenile sense of understanding, those people are simply jealous, and you go through that in life. But even like there's a saying, "Forgive them, for they know not of what they do."
Or
Right?
this.
Those people don't know any better.
Okay,
And
well,
as a big brother,
oh no, 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 no. They're not children. No, no, no. We're not going to be like, oh, they're just big babies, brother. You're a Pan Africanist, right? This is Pan African talk. You are a Pan Africanist, right? Chris, brother Chris.
I'm a conservative, brother. I'm not a Pan-Africanist. I
Yeah.
never stated that.
Wait, because the whole conversation is about we got to link up because it's all divine and the brothers from the other land and we are. And how are you not Pan Africanist and you're talking Pan Africanism, basically?
Because when I thought about it, Tariq, I think of it just like you. Individually, I say, the heck with those people. But if I was a king, right, and I wanted to make sure my people are right, and I wanted to be a righteous person, I would not keep them away. I wouldn't do my best to help them all the way through, but I definitely wouldn't ridicule them, and I wouldn't laugh at them, and I wouldn't
Who's
make
laughing?
jokes on their. Oh, I believe you've made pretty good puns and jokes about the tethers.
Yeah, when they
I
come
think
in, no, when the tethers come in here trying to roast and I out roast them, yeah, they're going to get this work. So yeah, don't feel bad for them. They come in here trying to roast and throw jabs, and they're just not good at it. I'm a little better than them, and they are going to get this work.
that's
So
understandable, but you have more of a divine purpose that you may not be aware of at this
the
point.
divine spirit
And
told me to light that ass up. That's what the divine spirit told me. They told me to light them little asses right up. Yeah, and
I respect that.
there you go. All right, conservative Chris, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. You have a good day.
Fuck out of here. Please. No, out your mind. Don't try to use the moral thing, or we're supposed to sit up and let folks eat off us and denigrate us, and we're supposed to take the moral high road. Hell no. See, they've been running that game on us. Hey, I'm just a beach ass nigga. I'm just a beach ass nigga. At me. I'm just a beach ass nigga. No, no, no. We're not doing the I'm just a bitch ass nigga. Feel sorry for me. No. Because we didn't help people. We elevate folks and they turn around and stab us in the damn back. No, we're not trying to harm you. We want everybody to thrive, but thrive over there. Get that popping over there. We want you to thrive in your homeland. I want y'all to be the best you can be over there. If y'all can build it up over there, get it popping. I'll be over there visiting you. I'll be over there. I'd sitting there eating some injera and jollof with you, doing all that good stuff. But we need you to build over there. We just can't have everybody flooding the zone over here. And every program we get, we try to get a reparations thing going. And then some damn tether who don't even have a lineage here is sitting up here on a reparations panel trying to decide what we get. Hell damn no. And I'm supposed to take a moral high ground? No. Get your ass off this panel. You are not representing us and what we're supposed to get as far as our lineage. No. Hell to the damn no. We ain't playing that game at all, man. All right, let's get let me see, a lot of folks in here. Let's get Professor Guru. We got a lot of people in here. Professor Guru, we got over 1,000 folks in here right now. We are in here deep tonight. Everybody retweet this. Let everybody know we're live right now. Retweet it. Let's get Professor Guru in here.
Hey,
All right.
good morning or good evening. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. What city you
I'm in Atlanta.
Okay, there you go. What's on your
Hey,
mind?
listen, bro. I used to be completely ignorant of the approach or the conversation and your work. I came in on a Saturday, if you remember. I didn't request, but I was just listening. When you went up to about 4 a.m., a couple of the people were coming in trolling. I think the one of the white supremacists. I was in that space, and I was just doing some research, and I'm just curious what you think in terms of next Gen Z and millennials transitioning to entrepreneurship, transitioning to not being big fans of going to college and working for the government. I'm from the DC area. My
Mhm.
parents, government, graduated from historically black college. Doing my thing, Lord willing. But I'm just asking you, with everything you're preaching in terms of, um, you know, being woke and understanding like the bigger realm of society. What is your message to millennials 20 like in the 25s in terms of entrepreneurship, financial freedom, and creating their own instead of eating on like their parents' plate and stuff like that, if that makes sense. But I appreciate you.
Right. Okay. Okay. Thank you, brother. Yeah, man. Look, get into some of this technology stuff, man. Really, a lot of stuff as far STEM, technology, crypto, get into all of that stuff, man, and get into the service industries. Start thinking of entrepreneurship where you can service people, man. Think of the service industries. Think of creating apps because of, a lot of people are very computer savvy, app savvy. Think of apps that you can create as an entrepreneur that will serve the community. Start thinking in terms of that. If you are a young person, I would start right there. Let's get federally. I don't know your last name. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Nasheed? How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. What's on your
Good,
mind?
good. That's federally neglected.
There you
That's
go.
a anti-troll site on Twitter. I got like about 4 of them because every time when I go on, I wake up, I check on your Twitter, and you got a nice a nice post up there, and I'm going down reading the comments, and they bashing the heck out of us, man. These haters and these trolls. And
Yeah.
so and then I come in and I say, well, ho, I'm not gonna let that go down. I'm gonna throw something back myself. And so I'll hit up, nothing too derogatory, nothing offensive at all. And then my account will get blocked on Twitter. And I'm
Oh
wondering, is
wow.
any of the family going through that with Twitter, with these trolls and these haters? And what you think about us moving over to Threads? And I'll land there.
Thank you, brother. Well, yeah, it's funny style, man. They'll let the white supremacist trolls just run amok, and then when we start lighting them up, then I've seen a couple of the folks in here. They'll put a little strike on your page and take your page down for a few hours if you start clapping back. So that's the game they like to play because a lot of these white supremacists, their buddies work at some of these tech companies. So it is what it is. Let's get Blue Ninja in here. Blue Ninja.
Yes, I'm here, brother. I'm kind of new to Twitter space. I was just scrolling and I just found you, and I was like, this seems interesting, and just popped in a chat. But no, brother, I believe that when the Patriots get control of this country, it's gonna take another year or two. I mean, this is not another 5-10 year venture, but when the Patriots get control of the country, we're going to get our culture back. All other countries are going to get the culture back. And I believe that the history that was lost, remember, brother, there was a lot of history. And it's just not this culture, that culture. We're going to refine a whole lot of stuff. And people are just going to be like, huh? What these Biden crime families have done to, it's not just the Bidens. I mean, look at what they did way back when. I mean, you sitting here preaching on it, brother. I totally agree. 100%.
Mm.
These guys are going to be caught up. They're going to be done. And then once the Patriots get back into control, we're going to have everything back. And I cannot wait because I tell you what, I cannot wait to visit the world when the world comes back. I mean, I can be wrong or right, but what are your thoughts?
No, what state are you in, bro? Sound like you're from Texas. Where you from?
No, I got family in Texas, born and raised in Seattle. I live in Minnesota. I work at a gas station, and I basically talk to people every day about what's going on in the world. If you want to call it red pill bombs, that's fine, but I can go make tons of money somewhere else, mowing lawns and doing other things. But I prefer working at a gas station, talking to folks, because local action has nation impact. And there's only one way that we're going to get our country back, and that's, with the community. And that's everybody that comes in. I
Now,
don't care.
sir,
Yes.
now are you part of a militia group?
No. I just want to get our
Okay.
country back. I want to get our culture back. I want to get our world back. What did these sick morons do? Why are they stealing our money? What is this child trafficking? Oh, and then there was cocaine. What are these guys up to? I mean, this also goes back a long time, many years that they've taken our culture and destroyed our history. And it breaks my heart.
All right. I thank you so much. I really appreciate you, brother. You're very passionate about what you got to say. So I respect your passion, and you sound like you're ready to get down out here in these streets. You got the eye of the tiger and the thrill of the fight. Up to the challenge of our rider. All right, brother. He had the eye of the tiger. All right. But he really had the eye of the tiger, didn't he? Man, he was all over the place. I don't know what the hell he was talking about, but he had the eye of the tiger. That's all I know.
Bro, how do you have 1,000 speakers and sing "Eye of the Tiger" to everybody? How are you gonna do this?
You got to get your people, man. Good Lord, what's going on in your community?
Hey, what up? What up, Tariq?
What's happening with you, man? How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I'm just wondering, like, I came up here, you were jamming out. Can you sing it to me again?
Yeah, people in your community call up. I gotta make it comfortable for everybody.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. So, what's going on in the non-melanated community? What's happening with you guys?
What, the NFT community? I don't know. We found out today. What did we find out today?
There you go, my man. All right, let me get some more folks in here. All right. A lot of folks. We got a gang of people in here. By the way, since y'all in here, man, y'all go. I know y'all got your FBA flags. Y'all got to go to officialfba.com to get your Foundation of Black American flags, ladies and gentlemen. Officialfba.com. And if y'all haven't seen the new movie, my new movie was kind of new, been out for a few months, American Maroon, you can go get that, the Blu-ray, at American-Maroon.com. American-Maroon.com.